Hey guys, so welcome back to Indirect Knowledge. Let me just see this fan off for just a second here. There, maybe that's a little bit better. I hope you guys can hear me okay. So yeah, welcome back to Indirect Knowledge. So today I've got a very special reading and all, and I'm just going to use the first initial R because the name's a little bit uncommon. It's not one you hear every day. And so, but R would like to know, well, basically just wants a general reading, but also would love to know about financial abundance manifestation that they've been doing for quite a while now. So let's find that out. So we'll just basically do a general reading and keep it about the finances primarily. But anything else that comes up, we'll see what we get. Just cutting the cards now. Just going to do a general reading here, so we'll just go ahead and lay the cards out. Okay. And as a tarot card reader, sometimes I get really intuitive about something that comes up like in the deck, or I might get a great surprise or something like that. And it's just like, oh, instant smile on my face. It just, it really does feel like I got dust on me or something. All right, guys, so R, let's get down to the reading. So in the past, we have the Queen of Wands. And the Queen of Wands is really, she's very influential, and she's very, aggressive when it comes to taking action or getting people to take action in terms of how she presents herself to others. And this is symbolic of you and kind of where you've been at in the past. It's just about knowing how to kind of get your way in a nice way, but also in a very, it's about taking action. It's actions speak louder than words or thoughts or, emotions or any of that kind of stuff. It's more about that, kind of more focus in that direction. Overall, it's a pretty good card. Got a sunflower in there. The sun always points towards the sunflowers, and the sunflowers always point toward the sun. So it's always a pretty positive indication that good things are coming. Now we also have, as far as our present moment, we have a King of Cups. So we talked about the Queen being the influence character here. Well, the King is the authority figure. So authorities, and in this case, you notice this King is in the water. Water represents emotions and the unconscious and kind of the subconscious mind and that, and the things that we don't always know about, but more or less kind of feel. And then cups are relationships, also about feelings and emotions and things like that. Well, this King is the authority over emotions, being able to really handle other people's emotions, handle one's own emotions, that kind of thing. And that's really kind of where you're at on the emotional spectrum. And as far as relationships go, this is really about having kind of authority over the relationship, being kind of in control of things, not really feeling like taking more of the submissive role or kind of the back seat, but this is more the driver's seat. That's what the Kings basically do. Kings are very smart too. And so as far as the future goes, and I'm calibrated to about 3 months out, we have a nice card for you and all, and this is the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups is considered in some retrospects and some readings, I would say that this is a wish card. I'd say that's probably pretty much the case with this. This is someone that's very satisfied. They've been doing certain things in a certain way to get a certain result. They've been in control of things, as we see with the King Cup that just came up. And this is where you're headed. And this is just being in a really good place, having contentment with all your relationships, with, material possessions, just pretty much overall, everything is really good for you. And then we have the card that kind of magnifies the King of Cups. That's that card that we talked about being kind of the authority figure and all. And that's this card right here. So this is about financial abundance, and really it's about leaving a legacy. So whenever I see this card, I'm thinking like legacy. So it's kind of where you've gotten to a place in life where it's about giving back now and that kind of thing. And giving advice. It could be like if you've done certain things and you've achieved a level of success, you have a certain level of wisdom, and now it's time to kind of start, teaching other people that may need that wisdom, how to give it and everything. And that's probably like kind of where you're at now. And this makes total sense to me, because if you're giving and you're very forthright in helping other people and stuff like that, then it stands to reason that you'll create more value in your own self. And then as you create that value, you will get what you want. And that's a card that had come up, remember? So this is that wish card. This is about abundance. and fulfillment and everything, and happiness, just total overall good. Now, where are you at kind of mentally and stuff with your thinking, your attitude, your perspective about things in this current moment and stuff, especially related to that King of Cups, kind of in that authority over emotions and everything? Well, you have the Temperance card, perfect combination in order to get the best result. It's sort of about like a lot of in-depth thinking, but it's also about patience also. And so in this case, it's mainly patience with relationships, patience with the people or the other things going on that's kind of behind the scenes with your life and everything. It's just kind of taking that into consideration and being patient and just, knowing that if you do certain things right and you take your time with it, that things are going to show up in your life in a very nice way. So that was that. And now, where is our eventual outcome? So what is it that all of this is leading up to? Well, this is a very interesting card that we have here. It is the Three of Swords. Swords are about conflict. Heart, of course. You see the piercing of the heart by the conflicting swords there. And these are things where oftentimes this is considered like betrayal. So sometimes in relationships, it could be like everything is going great. Life is good. Everything is fantastic. It really doesn't get any better than this. You're at the pinnacle of everything. And then something like this card here shows up out of the blue. And it kind of gives us kind of a back, worry, fear, some different things like that. It could be that you get some bad news, something like that tends to happen or come about and what have you. And even though everything is going to be looking good on the outside, as far as abundance and relationships and everything seem to be doing pretty good and all, you might have just a little bit of bad news that comes out of the blue, kind of hits you and stuff like that. But how do we avoid this? Well, that's a really good question and all. And the answer is this card. Now, before I started this reading and I was telling you guys about there's certain cards that might come up or something like that, just puts an instant smile on my face. You're like, this is one of them, the Sun. Of course, the Sun is like the best card in the deck. This is like sunny, playful, happiness, innocence, you name it, it is. It's just everything is transparent. So it's about keeping things totally transparent. And that's what the answer to this is. This is like if you keep things in secret or you hold back on people and stuff like that, you might experience a little bit of backstabbing, or some of the people that you really want on your side might go to the other side, so to speak. That kind of thing. It could be, like if you have a really great employee that works for you, it could be that employee ends up going to work for your competition. It could be something along those lines. I'm not picking it up as far as like maybe in your romantic life. I mean, it could be a possibility or something like that, but it's more to do with just some people that you've given a lot of autonomy to, that you've really trusted with your business or with your with whatever you got going on, with helping your situation. And maybe these people would start to have some reservations or start to think about going a different direction. And so what would be the key to keeping that from happening? Total transparency. So when the Sun comes out, it's all about illuminating things, right? I mean, we see everything plain as day, as they say. No pun intended. So unlike the Moon, which is sort of the opposite or the opposing of the Sun, which is sort of like keeping things a little bit secretive, it's more hypnotizing, more kind of in the dark, so to speak. This is really like transparency. So by keeping everything really transparent, keeping a good positive vibration, everything like that, things will really work out nicely for you. So what's the answer to everything? Well, everything that you wanted to know has pretty much been outlined here in these cards. So financially, fantastic. Relationally with people and all, awesome. Only thing to really watch out for would be maybe like if people perceive you to be maybe like not 100% transparent, they may get a little nervous around you, or they may not trust you, and so they may end up going to the other side. It could be your competition or something like that. That could, potentially have some negative effects later on. But if you want to keep your people happy, keep your tribe happy, so to speak, or everyone in your life pretty much going on, could even be like a daughter or son or something like that. Whatever the case happens to be, it's about keeping transparency with them, not hiding anything, not even remotely kind of being withdrawn from them or anything like that. So, just really being outright and forthright with people and stuff. People will love you, trust you, and want to stick around, and everything else will be able to take care of itself. So Yeah, good luck with everything. It's a great reading, one of the better readings I've done in a long time for someone. So I hope that really helps you. Guys, you know I'm a monk here. It's all about spreading love for God to others. And that's this is one of the services that I do. If you guys would like to support this, you can go to helpbydonating.com. Give whatever donation is in your heart. It's always appreciated. It helps me do a lot of really good things for people. Helps the monks to really, other than our basic necessities, we think about poverty, of course, but other than our basic necessities and things like that, it helps us to really be able to do a lot of good for a lot of other people in the best and the most strategic ways possible. So anyways, thanks so much for your support in advance. We really appreciate it. Much love to you guys. If you guys haven't already done so, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification so that you get notifications every time we come online. And other than that, I'll see you guys in the next episode of Indirect Knowledge. And by the way, everything, all my information, if you guys want a tarot card reading, whatever the case is, if you need spiritual direction, whatever, it's all in the description below this video. So make sure you check out the description. Much love and many blessings. See you guys soon.